Welcome back, guys. Stephanie Hunter here again from Hamilton, New Zealand, and our beautiful Karen Crichton from Pahia, New Zealand. And this is our frequently asked questions. That's right, I got it right. Q&A session. So this is a playlist for all the questions that you may come up with. Now, first of all, we encourage you to send all your questions in to us. No question is a silly question. We love them all because it's an opportunity to make sure that we cover everybody's questions as we go. Now, today's questions, Karen, is can you treat more than one lot? So I'll start that again. Can you treat one lot, then clear the tray, refill it, and treat the next group of things?
That's a very good question. And the answer is yes, with a proviso. So the reason I say that is, do you need to? So I'll just bring our share screen again. And there we go. And the thing is that, like, as you can see, this is a continuation really from what we've just done in another video. In the bottom there, we have 58 items in the main hold tray. And you just click on here to see what it is. So there's a lot of information there. So yes, you can. You just hit clear all and start again. But the thing is if you've done a full treatment with a client or with yourself for maybe half an hour, and you've done a full sort of assessment, it might take a little while for the body systems to settle.
Good point.
And if you do too much, it can be a bit of an overkill. So what I've noticed when I first started doing this, because this is what I used to do, I used to keep going and keep going and keep going. Now, as an example, my lovely son, bless him, who's grown up with me, of course, using machines and things like that. And so I used to have what was called a QX Skio. And when he was teen years, I used to ask his permission subconsciously. And I used to do testing, and I used to know what he was getting up to. So he used to come home from school and I used to say, "You've been smoking?" And he used to, yeah. So in the end, he knew when I was doing it because he's very sensitive. And he used to phone me up and say, "Mum, are you testing me?" And so when I started using the Genius, he phoned me up and said, "Are you doing something, Mum?" I said, "Yes, I am." He said, "I'll continue because it feels good." And so 2 hours later, I was really trying to find out stuff. And he phoned me up and said, "Mum, are you still doing stuff?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Can you stop, please? It's too much." So the thing I would say is we don't need to overkill. We're not going to achieve more by doing more, if you get my drift. So
I guess the old kiss principle comes in here. Keep it simple, sweetheart.
Absolutely. And that's what I would say. And that's why I tend to use, like, from my family and my house and my dogs and things, because I know us so well. I just go in the quick zap tray. And so I'll go in the quick zap tray and send things like the No-J's and Sofiegos and things. And then if there's anything going on, so if someone's got a sore throat or something, then I'll put stuff in. But I don't tend to dive deep because I might do it once a week, and because we don't need to overdo it, you know.
I love it.
Yeah, once your body's entrained to good energy, then it tends to stay there, and you feel it if it doesn't stay there.
Love it. Love it. Well, there we go, guys. I think that's an excellent answer. Excellent answer. And, you know, honestly, I hadn't actually thought about the fact that once you started the healing process, you must step back and give you a chance to settle into the healing process, because that's going to recalibrate everything else in your system, isn't it?
Absolutely, especially if you're working. Change. Especially if you go deep and you go into. If we go deep and say, for example, go into organs, and you go into eyes, and you go into entangled insights, and you dive deeper and deeper and deeper. We've got a video on entangled insights, I think. If you go deeper and deeper and deeper, then you're really, really fine-tuning. And fine-tuning doesn't take a long time.
I love it. Okay, guys, so using the Chris principle, keep it simple, sweetheart. It's supposed to keep it simple, stupid, but I don't know any stupid people, so keep it simple, sweetheart, my saying. And yeah, I love it. Just keep it simple.
Yeah.
Do a healing, do a treatment, whatever you wish to call it, and then allow it to settle. Allow the recalibration of the person or the item that you're treating to happen, and then come back and do a clean tray, another go later on down the track. Love
just
it.
to reiterate, because if anyone's listening to this and you're a practitioner, if you do Reiki or if you do your treatment, Stephanie, the right treatment, you don't keep doing it, because you know that it's actually worked. You know that you've done what you need to do. We don't need that. This is very powerful and gentle, but we don't need to keep going on and on and on.
It's tempting because it's addictive, but we don't do it.
No.
Thank you, Karen, once again for your time.
Awesome. My pleasure.
To all of you watching this as well. Keep the questions coming in. I'm loving learning alongside you. And the more you ask, the more I know. Take care.
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye.